In our last lesson, you learned how insurance can save you from extreme medical expenses. But doctors' bills aren't the only things that can unexpectedly break the bank. What if you got into a car accident and you had to pay for fixes? Or what if your house got destroyed in a natural disaster and you have to move into a new one? What if your pet gets sick and the fix costs thousands of dollars? What if I lose my luggage when I'm flying somewhere mysteriously and I have to buy a bunch of new stuff? What if I suddenly die and then my family has to pay for the funeral costs? What if something happens to my beautifully photogenic face and I get disfigured and I can't act for a living anymore? But I don't have to worry about any of that. I have insurances for all of those different unexpected financial disasters. I'm totally okay. In this video, you're going to learn about the insurances that are meant to cover the expenses that medical insurance won't. Let's get into it. Two of the most common insurances held by Americans are homeowners insurance and automobile insurance. Homeowners insurance is held by pretty much anybody with a home loan. Not because it's legally required or anything, but because lenders just won't give you a home loan without it. A homeowner's insurance policy can include several different coverages, all of which are designed to protect you from the costs of certain things that could happen in your home. The most obvious part of a homeowner's insurance policy is the dwelling coverage, the dwelling being your home itself. If something happens that damages your house or apartment, like a fire or a really bad storm, then the dwelling coverage will pay for the damages and repairs. These events that are covered by your insurance are known as covered perils. Some insurance plans specifically name all the perils they cover so you can easily see what you're protected against. Yeah, insurance typically covers volcano damage. It's weird, right? Other insurance plans only name the perils they don't cover. These non-covered perils are known as exclusions. Some common exclusions are flood damage or earthquake damage. So if you live in an area with those particular risks, you might want to purchase insurances specific to those perils. Dwelling coverage only covers the cost of the home itself, though. Your property, technology, furniture, clothes, everything that you own is also at risk anytime your home is. So, homeowners insurance policies also include personal property coverage to cover the cost of fixing and repairing anything you own that's damaged in the same types of disasters that damage homes. Also, as a little plus, theft is also insured by personal property coverage. If your home or property get damaged, it can be expensive to live somewhere else while you wait for repairs. Luckily, homeowners insurance policies also include additional living expenses coverage. That pays for your hotel, food, transportation while you wait for your home to be ready to move back into. This last coverage is a little surprising for most people. Personal liability coverage means that not only does your homeowner's insurance protect your home, it protects other people and things from your home.
My leg!
More specifically, it protects you from being held legally liable. If someone visits your home and gets injured there, this insurance will cover the cost of their medical bills. And if they choose to sue you, then the insurance will help you handle that too. The cool part? Anyone that lives in your home is considered part of your home. So if you trip and accidentally injure someone at the grocery store, then your insurance considers them to be injured by your home. Don't use that as an excuse to go tripping people, though, please. Tons of Americans also have automobile insurance, but for a totally different reason. Most states legally require you to have it if you want to drive on the road. Just like homeowners insurance policies, automobile insurance policies are made up of a combination of different coverages. Oh wow, that's a big list. Different states will require different coverages, so be sure to check in with your state's laws and policies. Let's break down this list piece by piece. Now, as I'm sure you know, cars are zooming hunks of 1 to 3 tons of metal, so the damage they can cause in an accident is pretty substantial. This is why the most common coverage to be legally required by a state is liability coverage. If you cause an accident in your vehicle, then your liability coverage will pay for the medical expenses of anybody you hurt, as well as the repair costs for any property you damage. Uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage is for when someone else causes an accident and hurts you in the process. The uninsured part is for when the motorist who caused the accident doesn't have insurance. Yeah, even though states legally require it, there are some people who just won't follow the law. And the underinsured part is for when they do have insurance, but it just isn't enough to cover your expenses. Comprehensive coverage protects the car itself in much the same way that dwelling coverage protects your home. If your car falls victim to fire, hail, theft, or any other covered peril, then comprehensive coverage will pay to replace anything that needs replacing. But damage caused to your vehicle in an accident won't be covered by comprehensive coverage. Now that just doesn't sound comprehensive at all, does it? If you want to protect your vehicle in case of a collision, be it with another car, a light pole, or a deer, then you're going to want to make sure you have collision coverage in your insurance policy. And of course, you're going to want to be insured in case the driver or passengers in your car require serious medical attention after an accident. You can do this through medical payments coverage, which just covers medical bills, or through personal injury protection coverage, which covers medical bills in addition to any other losses that result from the accident, like, say, a loss of pay from not being able to work while you heal. There are plenty of other kinds of insurances too that aren't as popular, but plenty of people do choose to purchase them just so they have that financial safety net in case the unexpected does happen. Renter's insurance covers just about everything that homeowners insurance covers, but it's for people who rent their homes instead of own them. Like homeowners insurance, it's not legally required by any state, but many landlords will ask you to have it. If you have a pet, you might consider buying pet insurance. It's just like health insurance, but for your furry family members. This will cover the cost of any unexpected or planned medical procedures. Traveler's insurance is useful for people going on a big trip. It's usually bought with your tickets or travel packages. It can cover the cost of things like replacing lost luggage, canceled flights, or even medical expenses that are out of network because you're out of the country. You can also buy insurance to protect you if you're unable to work. Disability insurance will cover you if you're unable to work due to any illness or injury, and unemployment insurance will cover you if you are able to work but lose your job due to something that wasn't your fault. Do note, disability and unemployment insurance are automatically given to just about every worker in the United States, but it might be worth considering purchasing an additional private policy if your family relies on your full income for survival. And that brings us to the worst case scenario. If you unexpectedly pass away, then the funeral costs, medical bills, and loss of income might make a hard situation for your family even harder. Therefore, having a life insurance policy can help your family feel less worried about having to afford things while they mourn. You can purchase insurance for just about anything, but remember, insurance is a product that you purchase. It's not free. You have to carefully consider whether the benefit of an insurance policy maybe coming in to save the day is worth the monthly premiums you'd have to pay. Maybe it's just better to save that money instead. In our next video, we're going to shift gears a bit and talk about frauds, scams, and identity theft. As of now, there's very few protections against these unexpected risks. So I'm going to help you be able to recognize them and give you some tips to avoid them altogether. See you next time.